Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Donovan and today I want to share what it's like to use the Samsung Galaxy Watch with an iPhone. So I'm going to be setting it up with my iPhone XS Max that you can see right here. But before I do that, let me just mention probably the reason why you're considering it is because this watch right here, either you don't like the square design or it's too darn expensive, and I don't blame you for thinking that. And yeah, so I paid $550 for my Apple Watch Series 4. But you know, if you don't want an Apple Watch and you want to go with a Samsung watch with your iPhone, it will definitely work. And obviously, it's significantly cheaper. So this again is $200. So versus $550. Now you can get an Apple Watch Series 4 for I think like maybe 400 at the low end, but you can actually get right down here. I'm going to go into Amazon and show you that an Apple Watch Series 3 38 millimeter you can actually get for $200, so the same price you pay for this one. But let's say you don't want that, you're not even interested, and you want to use a Samsung watch with your iPhone. Well, let's go ahead and show you what that's like. So first of all, let me just mention that I've been using it up to this point with my S10 Plus, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to disconnect it from my S10 Plus. So to do that, you can see I'm going into the Galaxy Wearable app and I'm going to go ahead and hit disconnect. So it's going to disconnect and it's going to not like it, but I'm going to do it anyways. So now it's disconnected, no longer using it with that watch, or sorry, with that phone. And now we're going to go ahead and set it up with the iPhone. So first thing you're going to need is two apps. So the apps you're going to want are this one right here. So it's the Samsung Galaxy Watch app and then also Samsung Health. Now you're going to want to create a Samsung account because it will collect all of your data in here, but it will also, just for anyone that cares, it is actually going to be able to transfer all of the heart rate data and any of your distance and calorie burned and all that stuff here. So if I go in here, you can see that Samsung Health is compatible with the iPhone or Apple Health app as well. So let's get out of that and go back to the Samsung Galaxy Watch app. And we'll go ahead and start the journey. Now it's going to ask me to pick my watch, so I'll go ahead and pick the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active. We'll let that find my watch, and it's apparently not finding it, so let's hit scan nearby, and let's see if this one is going to show up. Now we're going to want to go ahead and go into the settings of the device. So we'll go up here and hit that settings option, and all the way down at the very bottom there is an option to connect to new phone. So we'll go ahead and hit that, and that's going to allow it to basically look for a new phone. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. So it's going to have to reset. It's basically resetting everything inside the watch. It will save all of your settings basically, but after that you're going to have to download new watch faces and all that all over again. So once that's done resetting, I'll go ahead and go back into the Samsung Galaxy Watch app and we'll get it set up. Alright, so if you're setting up the watch as a brand new device, this is what you're going to see when you first turn it on. So it's going to ask you to go ahead and set it up. So go ahead and slide that up. Now, again, I just reset it because I had it connected up to my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. So now I'm going to go into that wearable app, and now we'll go into scan nearby devices. You can see it picked it up immediately. So we'll go ahead and connect it up there. So now it's going to connect up to my Samsung Galaxy Watch, and once we have it all set up, I want to go ahead and show you what it's like using with an iPhone. So we're going to go ahead and let it pair. So yes, and yes over here as well. And now it's going to take a little while to get it all set up. So we'll come back at you in just a second. Alright, so I got the watch all set up with my iPhone. So a couple of things that I didn't show you off camera while it was actually setting up was it asked for notification access and also for contact access. So I had to go ahead and allow that so it could get my notifications. And then the second thing that I had to do was I had to log into my Samsung account. So that is in order to be able to use Samsung Health and also the Samsung Galaxy Store. So real quick, just some major differences between this and using it with a Samsung phone or really any Android phone is the fact that when you go into something like Gmail and I click on an email, you can see that I can go ahead and see all the information, but the one thing I can't do here is there's no way to respond to it. So I can go to clear and I can go to block notifications. So that's really all I can do with it. Same thing with a text message. So I sent a text message from phone number I don't really use, but I'm going to go ahead and click on it. So if I were if I were using this with an Android device, I would be able to actually respond to this. So I could scroll down and it would have some quick responses. I could also use my voice through the microphone to respond, but using it with an iPhone, I do not have that option. So you can see here again, all I have is the option of clear and block notifications. So basically, you lose the ability to respond to text messages and to emails with your voice and with some quick text messages. Those are all things that you can do with a Apple Watch. So just as a heads up, if you want to be able to do those things and you want to do them with an iPhone, then you're going to have to get an Apple Watch. So as far as the app goes, this is very similar to what you get on an Android device. So if we go in here to the Galaxy Store, you can see it'll allow us to purchase some different apps. So one app that I always like to purchase is Strava, but then also you can get like Map My Run, any of the apps that are available in the regular Galaxy Store on this device is also available here on this device. So really no difference there. So I'm going to go ahead and go back. Also a ton of watch faces available as well. And that's really one of the main attractions of a Galaxy Watch is all the watch faces you can get. So we can go ahead and go into notifications. So I can pick which notifications I get, and we can pick blocked notifications to get blocked. So if we choose certain ones to get blocked, we can do that, which I will eventually go in and definitely turn some of those off. We can allow it to turn on the screen or not whenever we receive a notification, and you can see some other options there with notifications. So lots of options there. In the apps here, you can see we can change our app layout, and we can uninstall watch faces. So all the same things that we can do if we were doing this with a Samsung device as well. We can adjust the weather, how often we get it, how often we get those updates. So no difference there either. So go back out of that. We can adjust the vibration. So I personally like the vibration to be a long vibration and strong, so I like both of those. So those are my preferences, just because I like to actually feel it on my wrist when it vibrates. As far as advanced, we can go in here, and these are just a little bit different here. So we can turn on touch sensitivity, we can turn on water lock mode. So all these were also available, but it definitely looks different on the iPhone. So it definitely has more of an iPhone look here, but all these things are also available in the settings on the watch. So all those like touch to wake up, water lock, and all that, those are all available here in the settings and also in some of those quick settings as well. So no difference there. So really the only major difference you're going to get is using it with a iPhone. You're not going to be able to get the ability to respond to text messages. So we can add music just like we did, or just like you would do with a Samsung watch. So you can see here there's an option there to add some music. Obviously you can use Spotify as well. We can copy images to our watch, find my watch, so that works just as well here. And that's about it really. So yeah, outside of really the fact that you can't respond to text messages, basically this is the exact same watch whether you're using it with an iPhone or a Samsung phone or really any other Android phone for that matter. So it works nearly as well, but obviously there's that big limitation that you're not going to be able to respond to any of the notifications directly from the watch. So that's the big drawback of using any Android device, really any Android watch, whether it be Samsung or a Wear OS device like a TicWatch or something like that with an iPhone. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.